Hello and good morning to everyone. This is Devasis Mohanty. Today once again I am welcoming you to do the exercise 6.2 question number 5 onwards. Yesterday we have already done the question number 1 to 4. So today we will do the question number 5 onwards. Okay, and all the questions it is related to our Thales theorem and also the converse of the Thales theorem. Okay, and already in my last class already I said how to do the adjustment to do the solution. Understood or not understood? Now also little bit once again I will give you the trick how to solve this type of question. Okay, see here it is given that in the triangle PQR, here it is given that PQR it is one of the triangle, and in this triangle DE it is parallel to QR. DE means this one it is parallel to OQ, and again it is given that this in this triangle this one it is parallel to this one. Listen, one thing I am showing, actually this one it is parallel to this one. I have already said to you, whenever parallel related thing it will come. Here it is the triangle, here it is the parallel related thing. Suppose it will be our P, this one it will be our Q, this one it is our O. This triangle I am showing P, Q, O, and here it is E, this one it is our D. So it means whenever one of the line segment it is parallel to one of the side of the triangle, so there we have to apply the Thales theorem. So it means one of the things you must have to keep it in your mind, that whenever it is any of the line segment it is parallel to any one of the side of the triangle, so it means this ratio must be same as this ratio. So it means it is indirectly given that this one it is parallel to this one. Actually this one it is parallel to this one, it means this one divided by this one it is equal to this one divided by this one. Actually the meaning of these hints, actually the meaning of these hints it is, see in this triangle, see perfectly in this little triangle, this one it is parallel to this one. It means the same figure I have drawn at here such that you can understand well. So for which in this triangle this one it is parallel to this one, as this one it is parallel to this one, it means this one divided by this one it must be same as this one divided by this one. Actually it is given that this one it is parallel to this one, so it means indirectly it is given that, everyone you just have to see, actually the meaning of this one it is our PE divided by EQ, it is our PD divided by DU. Okay, so it means this one ED it is parallel to this one, it means PE divided by EQ it is same as the PD divided by DU. Suppose you are getting any problem to understand the figure this triangle, so for which the figure PQO, once again I am extracting it to the outside. So from the outside you can understand well which one it is parallel to which one, so that which one divided by which one it is same as which one divided by which one. Actually this means this one. Again see, what does it mean? It means, see, another triangle it is, see in this triangle, everyone you have to try to observe perfectly. So this one it is one of the triangle, otherwise once again I am drawing this triangle outside. Everyone you just have to see, name of the triangle it is P, this one it is your O, this one it is our R, and in this triangle DF, this one it is your D, this one it is our F. In this triangle DF it is given parallel to this one. Here it is also Thales theorem criteria it is given, in one of the triangle one of the line segment it is parallel to one side of a triangle. So it means this one divided by this one it is equal to this one divided by this one. So for which this one it is DF it is parallel to OR, DF it is parallel to OR. It means in this triangle, whenever this one it is parallel, it means this part divided by this part must be same as this part divided by this part. So for which I am writing PD divided by DO, it is our PF divided by FR. this one parallel to this one, it means this one it is parallel to this one, it means this one. So it means from the two equation, one thing it is clearly seen that this one it is common, in both the equation. Just like x is equal to y and y is equal to z, it implies x is equal to z. So which implies, suppose this one it is our equation 1, this one it is our equation 2. So for which I am writing directly from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, PE divided by EF, see it perfectly, PE divided by EQ, sorry, PE divided by EQ, it is same as PF divided by FR. From the two equation we got this equation. See what is the meaning of this equation. See, here I am drawing it perfectly so that you can understand well what is the meaning of this one. See, suppose here it is the same triangle. Once again I am drawing the same triangle. Here it is P, here it is Q, here it is R, and here it is the E, here it is the F. Here it is the E, this one it is your F. This one I am not drawing, only EF I have drawn. See, actually finally we have got, see, PE divided by EQ, is equal to PF divided by FR. It means converse of the Thales theorem we have already reached. So it means whenever the line segment divides the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, it means that line segment must be parallel to this one. First, from the parallel we got the ratio, but then after from the two equation we got another equation where the equation it is related to the ratio equality. As the two ratio are same, so it means the line segment must be parallel to this one because of the converse of the Thales theorem. Converse of the Thales theorem says whenever any line segment divides the two sides of a triangle it into the same ratio, then after that line segment must be parallel to the third side of a triangle. So that one I am writing, so EF is parallel to QR. Also it is asked to prove the same. Understood the question well? Okay, so now we will do the next question. Let's see next question which formula it is to be applied. Okay, see in the question number 6 it is given in the figure A, B and C are points on the OP, and points on the OQ and points on the OR respectively, and here it is given that AB it is parallel to PQ. In this figure, AB means this one it is parallel to this side. Then after AC it is parallel to, it means this one it is parallel to this one. This one it is parallel to this one. This one it is parallel to this one, and it is asked you have to prove that BC it is parallel to QR. It means this one red mark BC it is parallel to this one. I need to show. Okay, listen, always we have to find out something. From the hints. And here it is the hints it is given. AB it is parallel to PQ. See, AB it is parallel to PQ. Just see the triangle. See, here I am giving the red mark. See, here it is the triangle. Everyone try to get it perfectly. See, in this triangle, one side, this one it is parallel to this one. This one it is parallel to this one. It means the situation it is just like this. This one it is one of the triangle, this one it is parallel to this one. So it means suppose this one it is our O, this one it is our A, this one it is our P, this one it is our B, this one it is our Q. So from the figure, this one it is given, this one it is parallel to this one. According to Thales theorem, whenever one side it is parallel to one side of one of the line segment, it is parallel to one of the side of a triangle, it means both the sides, rest of the two sides divided it into same ratio. This one by this one, it means this one divided by this one. So for which from the first point, it means from the first point In the proof, I will write it as the, everyone try to get it perfectly. So from the first point, it means AB is parallel to PQ. So directly writing, see, according to the Thales theorem, I am writing it directly. Actually, AB it is parallel to PQ. It means OA. It means OA divided by AP. It is equal to OB divided by BQ. If you can understand this triangle, it will be better. Otherwise, that triangle you have to try to understand. This one it is parallel to this one. So for which this one divided by this one, it is equal to this one divided by this one. So for which OA divided by AP is equal to OB divided by BQ. Why? Because of Thales theorem. On the right side, you can write it as the Thales theorem. Thales theorem. Whenever one of the line segment it is parallel to one side of a triangle, then after the rest two sides we are divided it into equal ratio. The same thing I have written. Again, once again here it is given that another here SC it is parallel to PR. See here in this triangle, see in this triangle, see in this triangle, in this triangle, in this triangle. Otherwise, once again I am drawing the rough of this figure. See this triangle, I am drawing it once again. See this little triangle, okay. The name of the triangle it is O. This one it is our P. This one it is our R. And here it is already given. This one means A. This one it is our C. It means SC it is parallel to this one. Whenever SC it is parallel to this one, line segment parallel to one side, it means OA divided by AP is equal to OC divided by CR. So for which directly here I am writing, see here directly I am writing, as this one it is parallel to this one, according to the Thales theorem you just have to write OA divided by AP, OA divided by AP equal to OC divided by CR is equal to OC divided by CR. See this one, suppose I am taking it as the equation 1 and this one I am taking it as the equation 2. See one thing, from both the equation, here it is the left side, it is same as the left side. In both the equation, left side is same as the left side. So for which right side must be same with the right side. See here the right side it is OB divided by BQ is equal to OC divided by CR. It means this equation we got from the two. It means from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we got OB by BQ is equal to OC divided by CR. Okay. So which one I got, that one we are checking. Which one really we got. So it means we got, see OB, see here I am, suppose I am marking it as the OB means suppose this one it is our 1 divided by BQ means suppose BQ it is our 2. So 1 divided by 2 it is equal to, we got it as the 3 divided by 4. It means we got the situation just like this. See here this one divided by this one equal to this one divided by this one we got. So whenever this one divided by this one it is equal to this one by this one, according to the converse of the Thales theorem, 1 divided by 2 if it is equal to 3 divided by 4, according to the Thales theorem, the line segment which divides it into equal ratio, that line it is parallel to the other sides of the triangle, otherwise third side of the triangle. So according to the converse theorem, directly one can write, so BC is parallel to QR, according to which property? Converse theorem. Converse of Thales. Converse of the Thales theorem said that whenever any of the line segment divides the two sides of a triangle it into equal ratio, then after that line segment must be parallel to the third side of the triangle. Understood this question? It is easy or difficult? Okay. So here it is, from the Thales theorem we got the equation. From the Thales theorem we got the equation. After solving two equations we got another equation. That equation having two ratios same, it means it is parallel. First Thales theorem, then after at last we applied it as the converse of the Thales theorem. Interesting or not? In the question number 7 it is given that using theorem 6.1, it means by using the Thales theorem, otherwise basic proportionality theorem, prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle, once again repeating, prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the another side bisect the third side. See what is the meaning of this one by the pictorial form I am showing. See, very easy question, very easy question it is. Just see from the picture I am showing. Suppose it is given that ABC it is one of the triangle. Very easy. Okay, just focus the board. Very easy question I am saying. Just you have to see the board. How easy you will say me at the last. See, ABC it is one of the triangle it is given, and here it is given that suppose here it is one of the line segment I have drawn. See, very easy. Focus total on the board. Okay, and here it is E is one of the point. E is one of the point, and here it is F, it is another point. And this line segment, see, E it is the midpoint of a AB. E it is the midpoint of a AB. It means this one divided by this one, it is our 1. It means this one and this one both are same. Perfectly understood? Then after it is given, this one, it is parallel to this one. This one, it is parallel to this one. Then after it is asked, you have to find 100% this line segment bisect AC at the point of F. Bisect means once again you need to show also this one, it is also same as this one. Understood? If the line segment, here it is the line segment, and the line segment divides the AB at the point of E. It is the midpoint of AB. In the same way, you have to prove that F it is also the midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Otherwise, one can say that it bisect AC. Both having the same meaning. Once again repeating, if the line segment intersect at the midpoint of AB, if the line segment intersect the midpoint of AB, and the line segment it is parallel to this one, then also you have to show that that line segment also bisect AC. See how easy this question. See, here it is given that, see, EF it is parallel to BC. It is given that EF it is parallel to BC. Acha, EF it is parallel to BC, it means according to the Thales theorem, as EF it is parallel to BC according to Thales theorem. Why? Because it is given there by using theorem 6.1. 6.1 means first theorem means Thales theorem. So EF it is parallel to BC, it means directly writing, see, AE divided by BE must be same as AF divided by CF. Why? According to the Thales theorem. Here it is because of the Thales theorem. Thales theorem. This one it is equal to this one. Just see one thing. As this one it is same as this one. Suppose it is 5 means it is 5. Otherwise it is 6. It means it is 6. So tell me this one divided by this one. It means 5 divided by 5. It will be 1. Otherwise 6 divided by 6. It will also be 1. So as this one it is the midpoint of AB, it means this one both are same. So for which this one divided by this one, it will always be 1. So for which here I am writing directly A it is same as B, because this one same, it is the midpoint means this one divided by this one it is equal to 1. For which I am writing 1 it is equal to AF divided by CF. Understood? See, by doing the cross multiplication one can find CF is equal to AF. 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 So it means whatever the thing it was asked to us to prove, means this one it is same as this one we got. CF is equal to AF already we got. Actually it was asked the same, that the parallel line bisects AC. Bisect AC means divide it into two equal parts. Already we got it as the EF. Divide this one it into two equal parts. Understood? Previously, before starting the question, I said this question it was very easy. It means within the 1-2 lines the game it was over. Okay. Next question it is also very easy. Wait. See now, in the question number 8, whatever the question it is asked, it is just like the converse of our question number 7. Actually, in the question number 7, it was asked just like this. In the question number 7, it was asked just like this. Suppose the triangle name it is our ABC, and here it is one side it has the suppose one of the line segment it is drawn, and that line segment join the midpoints of one of the sides. Suppose the name of the side it is, suppose it was said E. It was suppose the midpoint of this one, and it was said it is parallel to this one. Then after it was asked that you have to prove that this one it is same as this one, otherwise this one also bisect AC. If it bisect this one parallel to this one, then after it bisect this one. But now the question it is asked in the another way, means converse way. See, in this question it is given that one of the line segment EF joins the midpoint of AB and midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AB means this one it is same as this one, and this one it is same as this one. Then after you have to prove that this one it is parallel to this one. Previously parallel it was given, you proved it as the this one it is same as this one. But now in the converse section it is given that this one same as this one, this one same as this one, otherwise this one divides this side at the midpoint, this one joins the midpoint of AC, otherwise EF join the midpoints of ABE, and here it is the midpoint of AC at F. Then it is asked you have to show that this one it is parallel to this one, and here it is given that you just have to apply the converse theorem. Here it is means theorem 6.2, it means converse of the Thales theorem. See, just say me one thing, this one it is same as this one, it means this one it is same as this one, it means everyone you have to say. Actually, otherwise you have to try to understand another thing. To prove this one it is parallel to this one, to prove this one it is parallel to this one, otherwise to prove the converse of the Thales theorem, it was said to you, if AE divided by BE, if it is same as the AF divided by FC, if this one by this one it is same as this one by this one, according to the converse of the Thales theorem, one can say that sir this one it is parallel to this one. So anyhow I have to show that this one by this one how much, also this one by this one it is how much, we need to find out now. See, as this one it is the midpoint, it means this one it is 5 means this one it is 5, this one it is 6 means this one it is 6. So tell me this one divided by this one, as this one both are same, upper one and lower one it is same, so it means value of this one it will be 1, its fraction value it will be 1, and as this one divided by this one both are same, it means its value it will be 1. This one it is the midpoint, it means this one divided by this one it will be 1. Suppose it is 10, here it is also 10, 10 divided by 10 it will be how much? 1. So it means this ratio, actually as the upper one it is same as the lower one, here it is the numerator it is same as the denominator, so for which this fraction 100% it will be same as that fraction. See, ratio are same whenever one of the line segment divides the two sides of a triangle in the equal ratio, then after that line segment must be parallel to the third side of the triangle. So for which one can say it directly by using converse theorem, converse of Thales theorem, one can write it as the EF it is parallel to BC. Proved. Understood which theorem we have applied? So we applied converse of the Thales theorem, which means whenever any of the line segment divides the two sides of a triangle it into equal ratio, then after that line segment must be parallel to the third side. Here it is the same thing, whenever the ratio are same, whenever the two ratio are same, so for which the line segment it is parallel to the third side of the triangle. Understood? All these questions were easy or difficult? Okay, so today the discussion it is this much. In our next class we will do the discussion of the next topic. Okay, thank you, have a beautiful day.